Hi, it's Don Giannatti from lighting-essentials.com and project52prosystem.com. We all like to talk about cameras, and I have been playing with this camera for the last week. I've had it for a little while. Haven't done much with it, but I'm just really excited about it to share it with you. Back in the day, we used to get these photo magazines, and the photo magazines would have these ads in the back for cameras and all kinds of cool stuff. It was neat. But the camera that I wanted so bad, I never got. I never purchased it. I ended up with a Mamiya 6x7 kit that I liked a lot, and I saw no reason at all to have two 6x7 kits, double lenses and everything else. I see plenty of reason to have more than one drum set. Don't tell my wife. Anyway, it's in a box. But I always wanted it. And when I'd see it, I'd just get all, I just had to have one. And now I got one. It's a Bronica GS. This little bad boy right here. Bronica GS. Now what's different about this camera than the Mamiya 6x7 that I have is, well, for one thing, I've got this attachment on the top. So I shoot it eye level. So I can shoot right through here. And the second thing is that the lenses focus just like regular 35mm whatever lenses. They focus with a focusing ring. Where the Mamiya is a rack and pinion. It actually has bellows on it, and you pull the bellows in and out. So the Mamiya, you shoot down this way, and you rack with one finger, the right hand generally, for me, which is the same size as trigger finger, so I focus and shoot and focus and shoot. With this one, the ergonomics, so to speak, are just a little different. So you put it up to your eye, and you focus the shot, and you make the shot. So it's also got an electronically driven shutter, which supposedly makes it really, really cool, but also is a big pain in the ass because it takes a battery. Yeah, that's really cool, having to go out and get batteries for your camera, because if the battery dies, you're dead. It don't work. But I love it anyway. On the back, it's got a lot of neat stuff on the back. You can set your ISO so it reminds you what ISO you're shooting. The other cameras didn't do that. The Mamiya doesn't do it. The Hasselblad doesn't do it. They got a little slot where you tear off the piece of the end of the film box and stick it down in there, which is great if you bought a roll of film. But if you bought it like I did in bulk, you didn't have a little thing to stick it down in there. It wasn't a big problem for me because usually I shot everything I had when I would take it on a job. So, and I wasn't mixing a lot of film. I would have, Ektachrome and Kodacolor and black and white, probably some Tri-X or T-Max 400, and probably either Plus X or T-Max 100. But, it was always pretty good, and I never, ever left film in the camera. That just wasn't part of the deal. You shot the whole roll. I needed the whole roll. If I shot the first two pictures for a client, I couldn't leave them sitting on the roll. So we shot everything we had. It comes with an assortment of lenses. This camera does. By the way, it is much smaller than my RB. Let me grab the RB real quick so you can see the size differential. RB GS1. So about third of the camera less in size. But it does have some pretty awesome lenses. I've got take the cap off here. I don't want to say what I have if I don't really know. I've got a 250 millimeter, which on this camera works about like 180 millimeter. I've got this is a really nice piece of glass here. Beautiful, beautiful piece of glass. This is a 200 millimeter. Very sharp, really crisp, great lens. I love it. Now, like I say, haven't got a chance to play with it as much as I'd like, but I'm going to change that this weekend, and we'll do some. We got a 65, which is same as I have for the other 6x7, and this is a 6x7 camera. Did I say that? I hope I did. It's not a 6x6; it's 6x7. So, what does that mean? It means it blows up, the image will blow up to a 8x10, not an 8x12, an 8x10. And I got this little guy, little wide angle here, 50 millimeter, which matches the wide angle I have on my, what did I do with the lens cap here? Oh, there it is. Matches the lens I have on my Hasselblad. On my Hasselblad, I have a 50 and a 250. Nothing in the middle. Either real wide. A 50 millimeter is about the same as, I don't know, 28 on a 35 millimeter full frame. And the 250 is about 180 millimeters. So I got a 28 and 180, nothing in the middle on the Hasselblad. Keeps me focused on exactly what I want to do. And I want to do specific photographs with it. So this is the kit that I have. What do I have on here? Probably the close to the normal lens. Yes, it's 100 millimeter lens. This is pretty much the normal lens, like a 50 millimeter on a 35 millimeter camera. But just a great camera. They are on eBay. If you're looking for something like this, they are on eBay, and they are generally in good condition. I found that Bronica owners really took care of their gear. Seriously, just like Hasselblad owners. Mamiya 6x7s, they were workhorses, and they probably got treated like workhorses. So I've seen lots of 6x7 Mamiyas, RBs especially. The RZ's a little bit newer camera, but the RBs especially really had some miles put on them. So still make some great cameras, and they're still a great buy. If you're interested in shooting film at all, I would say that something like this would be a wonderful entrance into the world. It's a big negative, 6x7, so 2¼ by 2 3/4 inch negative, 10 shots on a roll, and just a blast to shoot. I always wanted one. Now, I got one. Not bad, huh? Have a good day. See you next time.